Speaking of weight, the 911 GT3 is 3,115 pounds with the manual, and 3,152 with the PDK. The manual version is 37 pounds lighter than the old GT3, and it's a wash with the PDK. As you can see above, a lot of that weight difference comes down to the transmission and rear differential. Interestingly, it's the heavier version that's undeniably quicker, but it's also not a huge weight difference all told. And yes, there's still rear-wheel steering. The system is largely the same as on the 2014 GT3 and the later GT3 RS, and it still feels strange in action. Loaded up into a corner. If you adjust the line with small steering wheel inputs, the turn-in is unsettlingly sharp. It works great, but sometimes it feels like someone's plopped your rear axle on moving dollies and given it a swift kick. Interestingly, the motorsport versions don't use it, mainly because that's one more thing to break during a race. In operation, the rear wheels can deviate up to 1.5 degrees to either side, either in the same or opposing direction to the front wheels depending on circumstances. It'd probably pain you ninja to hear me say it, but I wish the rear steer was optional or reserved for the GT3 RS. Then again, actual GT3 owners are likely more attached to the stopwatch, and less likely to question Porsche's wisdom in this regard. Our track time happened at the lovely Circuito Guadix, which is way out in the sticks. That's one of the reasons it's a preferred place for race teams to test in the off-season. No neighbors around to complain about the noise. Guadix is short, relatively tight, and a little technical. In what will be a stunning surprise to exactly no Porsche fans, the 2018 GT3 is a savant on track. The track revealed how forgiving a rear-wheel drive, 500 horsepower, rear-engined car can be with the right combination of sticky tires, compliant suspension, and rear axle trickery. It soaked up little mistakes and stuck to the tarmac ferociously. Since this is a track-oriented Porsche, this is as good a time as any to mention changes to the exterior that are not merely cosmetic. The gist of it is that the new GT3 has gained downforce without suffering additional drag. I didn't dare look down at the speedometer on the long front straight, but high-speed stability isn't an issue near as I can tell. I did miss the GT3 RS's steering wheel mounted shift lights, which sit in your periphery to let you focus on the road, but shifting by ear isn't difficult. It's also lost weight, incrementally, but it all adds up. The front and rear fascias are made of a lighter polyurethane material, for example, saving about 20% over the old GT3. The engine lid is now held open by simple props instead of hydraulic struts, but they're made out of carbon fiber. They're complex and almost beautiful, and they save 2.2 pounds. Towering above the engine lid is a 0.8-inch taller rear wing, which increases downforce and looms over the fiberglass reinforced plastic ram air scoops, which feed the engine cool air. The thin exhaust air slot on the engine lid is bigger to help extract more heat. And revised underbody trays and spoilers help direct airflow around the underside. Up front, larger air intakes help cool the radiators and increase downforce.